Hi everybody, it's Tom, and working on my 90 Jeep Wrangler. I've done 3 patches so far. You can see them there, 1, 2, 3. Second and third one aren't completely welded in yet, we just got them tacked. This is Saturday morning, the 17th or 18th, I don't know which. 18th, I guess. 18th. Okay. Now back here, this was all crushed in. I don't know if y'all remember or not from the first video I did. I think I got a shot of that. But anyway, what I've done is I've gotten all the dents out. I've spent a lot of time on it. Well, I haven't got all the dents out. I got it the best I can. It's pretty straight. Way better than it was. I don't know if you can tell or not, but right here I got a little situation right there. I've tried to get it out, and I can't really get it any better than it is. So what I've done is I've welded up all my holes because I have old school dent puller, which I had several holes in here. I had some other holes, and then I've taken my Roll-Lock 36 grit deal. There you go, right there, 3M product, 36 grit Roll-Lock, and I've scuffed it all up. And that's really important before you put your Bondo on, that you scratch your metal all up and clean it with a 36 grit or something, very close to that, so your Bondo will stick. These 2 holes here are for the bump stop for the tailgate. There's another one right here, another set over here. Okay, so what I'm getting ready to do is I'm getting ready to lay some mud in here, put a coat on it. This will be the first coat. I have cleaned farther out than my damage is, and I'm going to go ahead and put a coat of mud on it. Now if you'll notice, I did not clean out where these 2 panels come together, and the reason I did that, I don't know if you can see that red in there or not, but it is still got paint in it. The reason I did that is because I am going to have to do some work in here with some filler to get this right. But on my first coat of mud here, I don't want the Bondo to stick in there. I don't want to mess with it yet. I'm going to mud right up to it. I'm probably going to get some in there, and that's okay, but it'll come right out if I leave the paint on it. So I'm not taking the paint off of it yet, but I will when I get ready to fix that area. Right now I'm trying to get this surface and this surface to meet, and then go around the corner here. I've hammered and dollied on it, and I've got it as well as I can get it. It's still pretty rough. I'm not a professional. We're not going to have a tremendous amount of Bondo in it, but it is going to have some in it. I've gotten all the dents out, the biggest part of the dents. It's hard to see when it's all cleaned up just how wrinkly or dented it might be, but overall it's pretty straight, which is what I was after working on it. And it was crushed in quite badly. I wish I had one of those porta power situations, but I used a bottle jack and hammers and dollies and whatnot like that. So let me get a coat of Bondo on that, and we'll get back with you. But just an update, I got my patches made. I had to make a situation here in the back. That's ugly as hell, but it's sealed up and boxed in. It was kind of rotten in there. I got my piece made here, got it tacked on. I did make a mistake. I went to put a flange on right here and I cut my piece a little short, so we're gonna have to fix that with some a little bit of welding, a little bit of Bondo, but we got all the rust cut out of it on this side, and this is the worst side. So as soon as we get that taken care of, as soon as I get the mud on the back of it there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the Jeep down. I'm going to turn it around. My lighting's better on this side and everything else, and I have a couple of little spots. I hope they're little. I know one of them is. Here's a spot down here that we have to make a patch for, and then we got a situation back here, and I don't quite know how bad that's going to be, but I'll guarantee you I'll have to make a patch for that. It doesn't look bad right here, but that's not good. I don't expect it's going to be as bad as the other side, though. The other side was pretty rotten out, and I had to make several little pieces that went behind all that patch in there to get it closed up, and you know, so we don't get any water in the interior or whatever. So that's where we're at, and little update, and I'm gonna do some more work to it, and we'll get back on the video here. See there, I got a couple little dings right there. So some of the things on Jeeps, when you work on them, this particular item is not, but a lot of times what you run into on Jeeps is spot welds, where the metal has shrunk. This could be one right here. Over time I think they get worse, so, and you got to be careful and make sure there's no rust behind there, because a lot of times what will happen is the panel that it's spot welded to, there'll be some rust around the outside of the spot weld, and that's what's causing the body to be pushing away from the spot weld. So you want to be careful and make sure that that is not what's happening. Otherwise, you know, it's just going to get worse after you paint it. It'll do the very same thing, maybe even look worse, because you're going to put a little bit of filler in there, and it could just pop the filler right out eventually. So anyway, we've got this all strengthened up now. Everything is good. It's Saturday, like I said. We still have the Toyota. It's going to the sale again tonight. This will be the third week, so gonna lower my price and hope to sell it. So we got this week and next week before the 4th of July, and I certainly hope it's gone by, well, I hope it's gone tonight. We'll just see. So this will be the third consecutive week at the sale. Usually the fourth week, it ain't going to get no more or no better than it was. The fourth week, you know, just take off and sell it. So usually I give it 4 shots. But hopefully, we had some decent money on it last time. It brought $3,900 last week. I've been looking at about $4,500 on it. So we'll just have to see what happens there. So tell you the truth, I'm about $3,200 break even on parts. So I really want to get rid of it. It was never a money-making situation with me. It was just a, you know, a learning platform. Extensive body work is what I would call it. So in fact, really, the truck should have been hauled to the junkyard and sold as scrap. So there you go. But hopefully it'll bring some money, and I don't know, if it gets $3,900 tonight, I might sell it. Like I said, 32's break even on parts and material. So I'm not looking to put any money in my pocket, really. I just want my cash back out of it. You know, I got other projects that to make money on. And so hopefully the weather's going to clear up. It's a little gray today. It's been raining this morning. Hopefully the weather's going to clear up, and I'll wash it off, chamois it off, give it a little bit of wax if it needs it, and we'll take it up there and hopefully it'll go. So right now I'm going to get this mud on here, get it turned around, and see what we got on the other side, especially in the rear there, and get the rest of our patches made, and get the body work going on this, and get it painted. So there you have it. So till next time, take it easy.